Seems like Tamon is not the only idol that uses their A slide to get what they want from Utage. I feel like I'm getting deja vu. So let's talk about the latest episode of Tamon's B side. As always, there will be spoilers. So the episode opens up with Ouri feeling very frustrated because all he can think about is Tamon and Utage kissing. And although we know that they didn't kiss, Ouri is still freaking out because in his brain, Tamon is ahead of him once again. But in case you forgot, Tamon, Utage, and Ouri all happen to be high school students, ones that actually need to finish their summer homework, and Utage hasn't done any of it. But it's okay because Big Brother Keito has their back. Yes, Keito has their back. He may be scary, but he truly has good intentions. And he was also able to validate how hard Utage works for Tamon. So she's not this scary stalker fan, she's actually someone that truly cares and is truly professional. So good for Utage. And he's able to learn to trust Utage enough to offer his apartment for her to study in. I do want to remind you that at this point, Utage has all these nicknames for Tamon to differentiate them as different people when in reality we know that there's only one Tamon. She fangirl and obsesses about Hottie Hara, and she treats Gloomy Hara as a regular person. The thing is, Tamon is one person, and he sees Utage for the person that she is. And he really wants Utage to see him as just one person. He's starting to feel that Utage treats him differently when he's in his A side and his B side. Tamon does get a little upset when he can't really live up to her expectations. His values attached to his A side. And in contrary, for Ouri, his values attached to his family name. As I mentioned before, he happens to be the Nepo baby of Face. And his family is brutal, to the point that these parents belittle their own child and tell them, oh, if you want to be in the entertainment business, you're gonna have to compete with me. Truly heartless behavior. But after Tamon fails to explain math, I think it was, to Utage, Ori decides to crash their little study session because he can finally show off to Utage. But just like Tamon did, he defaulted to his A side because he knows that Utage is a fangirl and she wouldn't be able to resist his prince-like personality. But just like Utage was made to feel uncomfortable in this moment, she was also caught off guard by this moment as well. But Tamon did walk into this moment and made sure to tell Ori that he was stepping over her boundaries. And he would know because he learned from that mistake. And Utage, being the angel that she is, she also wanted to teach Ori to value himself a little bit more. The anime is making me love this love triangle way more than the manga did. Part of me just feels so bad for Ori, but I'm also very team Tamon and I'm just rooting for these two. What did you guys think of this episode? Let me know in the comments.